So, welcome back. Today we're back on the Metro. What we're going to be doing today is fitting the front bar to hold the intercooler, basically get it all mounted up. We've got my brother-in-law here making the centre console. He's basically going to be cutting it out of steel today, doing the holes and getting it all ready. And then we've got my friend who's doing some welding for me. He's actually welding up the rear bumper, so that's all welded up so it goes back on as one piece. So let's get cracking.
Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
So, what I've been doing, I've basically put 4 clinch nuts in. It's just like a special sort of fixing you can actually bolt in. It sort of squeezes together with this gun here. So basically put them in for the bar. It's a bit further over that way than I like, but basically we need to modify this bracket anyway, which is temporary. So whilst I've been doing that, what's yourself set down? My brother-in-law has been making this, so we had a couple of different attempts. This is the bottom plate that basically bolts the same sort of area that the selectors, as you see. But this is the main panel here. So basically we're going to get him to cut it out in a minute. It's going to be, I think it's the first time you've used a grinder, roughly, round about. So this is going to be quite interesting, but you should be alright to set that up quite nicely. And then my friend is in the middle. Is in the middle of welding the bumper up. He's getting used to TIG welding, I'd say. Yeah.
A nice way of putting it.
Yeah, he's still getting used to TIG welding. So this is the rear bumper, so we can mess around with it as much as we want. So he's basically doing some of these welds on here for me. He's going to be doing the end ones. So he's slowly getting there. But let's get back to it. Let's get cracking. So then, we've got this bar in, it's nicely firmly placed in. I'm going to have to pop out to get some gas, so I'm going to give my brother-in-law some instructions and you're just going to watch him. So, I'll see you in a bit. So I've come back now. Unfortunately, I need a Mahusive socket. I'm going to put a picture on screen of the size of the socket. It's actually a 65mm socket. I need to do it, but the part should be here tomorrow. So I'm going to crack back on now. We're going to jump back over to maintenance intercooler. I think you've seen enough of him drilling some holes. When we come back in a little while, what he's going to be doing is we're going to bend this, that one and that one at 90. This one would probably close to 90. And then that one is about 45. So we're going to bend all the angles and then put the clinch nuts and everything. And then we will get to drilling out the main, or we might actually do the main holes first. So we'll wait till he's finished and then we'll drill all the other holes out. And then we'll crack them with the clinch nut. So let's go cracking.
Shut up and sit down. Shut up and sit down.
So, as you can see, that is how it's going to sit. I've got some angles coming, so it should clear the bottom of the headlight. Nothing's welded in, it's just tacked in place for now. When we come back next weekend, we're going to weld that up, and we're also going to make the bracket to hold the water expansion tab at the top here by that suspension arm. And we've also got tacked the oil cooler in, and we'll get down to running some lines. I would have had a lot of it done today, but unfortunately I had to look at a customer's car and we're waiting on the socket. So, whilst I've been doing that, I edit that bit out there. My brother-in-law has made this. So we've got our angles here. What we're going to do now is we're going to angle this one 90 and that one 90, and this one bend it over, see what it fits like in the car. This one will need to be bent as well. So we're going to bend this now.
65, 70.
Yeah. So we're going to bend these. We're going to bend the two outer ones first, and maybe this one first actually, and then we'll get cracking. Right then, so I've just bent, put the clinch nuts in, or like the riv nuts, or whatever you want to call them, wherever you are in the world. And now we've just slapped the switches in just to give you a sort of a look what it'll look like. So these are all like aircraft sort of style switches, and obviously there's your start button. Wait for the camera to focus maybe. It's not going to focus, it's a pain. So basically this is the center console panel that's going in now. What we're going to do is we're going to mark the holes along the top. We'll just try and put the center two in for now, and we're just going to screw it in and put it in place, and that'll be us for the day. So let's get cracking. So then, as you can see, we're going to call it a day for now. I'm very, very happy with that panel. It looks absolutely amazing. What he'll be focusing on next weekend is getting this front plate here to bolt in and basically connect to the bolts underneath, so it's going to be a weird bend in it. And then basically going to start doing the side plates, so we'll put the cables to where they're meant to be so they're nice and in the way. But I'm super happy with that. It fits absolutely perfectly, man. That's really good actually. So we're going to call it a day. So, as you can see, what we did here was we made this little sort of like little plate, and we've clinch nutted it. I've only got one of the centre, there's like a little metal centre in there, so I'm going to find one and put one in there. We put this underneath instead of above this time, and basically the pipes are going to go that way, and then come on top and go around there. We are going to reinforce this, so there'll basically be a piece of tube that comes off here to a metal plate that we'll put back underneath the headlight just to reinforce it back up. And then we've obviously got this very nice centre panel now, so we've got all the switches in, so they all do what they're meant to. It's just for a look, just so we can see what they look like. So we might end up putting another one here, or maybe another one here, because we've got plenty of room. But at the minute, 3 should be enough. So we've got ignition, power to ECU, fuel pump, show lights, and these 2 are spare at the minute. They may be used for other things, but we're unsure yet. So let's get cracking.